How did your parents react when you wanted to get into acting? Being that you come from this military family and all this stuff, like was your father taken aback by it?
My father's the one that actually, I went to, I had I'd gone to military school, and then I was working at a gym and working as a lifeguard and doing boat maintenance and doing all this other stuff to pay for my school. And my parents had put a little money away for me to do, my dad tried to save on, he was a teacher in the military. So he did what he could. He was amazing. I'm so grateful for everything they did. But I was going to college and I'd gone a year and I was going to I was a year away from taking military, try to get military scholarships that put myself through and then try to become a doctor is what I thought I was going to do. And be in the military and have them pay for everything and then owe my life to them and whatever. But my dad sat me down and he said, what, and just sat me down one day and I'm packed, getting ready to go back to college. And he goes, what do you want to be? And I said, well, I'd be a doctor and be in the military. He goes, no, what do you really want to be? I go, well, I'd love to be an actor. And he goes, what are you going to college for? I said, well, to be the doctor and, and go to the military. And he goes, why? And I unpacked my car for college that day, packed it for California and drove out that day with my mom. My mom drove out with me.
Wait a minute. You completely U-turned your whole destiny or what you thought it was and just didn't go to school, unpacked your shit or whatever and went to LA.
Well, I'd already gone to college for a year. I'd already completed first year in my senior year in high school. I was all set to go and I had my own room there and everything. And I didn't go. I didn't go back. And everybody's like, where are you? In fact, I just went to Admiral Farragut Academy, which is the military school I went to. I just spoke at there in St. Petersburg and in front of all these amazing people. Okay. There's all these men that have accomplished it. I was the guest speaker and I don't even know how I was the guest speaker because all of a sudden I'm looking at all these military guys that have created these fortunes and these big companies and making millions and millions of dollars and doing all this good for people and all these charities and everything like that. And I'm the guest speaker and they're speaking before me, but I get up and I start talking and I sit there and I go, I'm just honored to be here. Then I started talking about my sobriety and then I started talking about everything that got me through this and how I was grateful to be able to get a taste of what these men were like and what my father was like just by one experience I had as an actor. And I've had many as an actor, but when and I'm going to give it to you real quick. This is one that I was doing a film in New Mexico. And sorry about the little tangent, but this is what I've mentioned in here. This is how I ended my little speech. I was doing a film in New Mexico and the transport captain came up to me and said, hey, my son's a huge fan. He's my co-captain. Can he get a picture with you? And I go, oh yeah, absolutely. He goes, yeah, he loves Starship Troopers. And I go, yeah. He was blown up in Iraq. By one of those roadside bombs, and he lost both his legs and part of his arm. And I'm like, oh. And he goes, and the last thing he remembered as he was passing out after being blown up was this bare arm coming in with a death from above tattoo, pulling him out. And I go, oh my God. And at this point I'm crying, the makeup artist's crying. And he goes, yeah, he wants to take a picture with you and send it to his friend, the guy that became his best friend, the one that saved his life, who had the death from above tattoo. They bonded over your movie, and he wants to send a picture to tell him good luck because he's going back. His buddy's going back for another tour. So she helped make Death from Above tattoos. We took this picture and we sent it over there to his buddy, and it was just like unbelievable. But 2 years later, I'm at Warner Brothers for the show All American that I'm doing. Just a little spot on that. I just have a little reoccurring on that as Cody Christensen's father. And I'm handing in my ID and the guard goes, Rico. I go, okay. Obviously my name is Casper, not Rico, but I didn't, but he goes, yeah. He goes, we just heard what you did for that Marine and we all wanted to say thank you. So I said to them, I just wanted to say, thank you guys, because you guys all serving in the military, doing what you've done has afforded me the ability, and my father and the men of my family and the women in this country that have done this, afforded me the ability to be an actor have a role that affected people like that, that is true greatness. These people are true greatness, what they're doing. They're willing to do these sacrifices, and I can pretend and act like it. But if I can have a little bit of taste of what they feel like to be that person, then I'm very grateful. And that's how I ended. And I mean it. I mean, and that just was just off the cuff there, but here it is. You know, we're lucky we get to be in this, you know?
Yeah.